Nothing gives me more enjoyment than watching men play with balls. So today, we're going to be ranking the Sidemen football charity match. Each player, who is the best player? We're going to find that out today. Alright, so the first one we're going to go with is Beck. He was a fucking baller, to be fair. I heard people say he was a good footballer, but because he was American, I just thought he would have been shit. Because a lot of them, they just don't know any football. Alright, so he's going to go into S tier for this one. Alright, next on the list is KSI. He's kind of like that Kante player. He'll just fucking run, but he's not a fucking baller, okay? So we'll give him B tier. I think B tier is very reasonable. Now is Speed. Straight S tier. I don't even like Speed that much. I kind of find him a little bit annoying with all the screaming. But I think he did save that charity match. He kept me entertained during the whole thing. No matter if he was good or not, straight S tier. I just finally realised Mr. Beast actually played that game. I had no idea he played. So I'm going to put him in F tier. I didn't even know he played. Alright, next is Chris MD. Normally he'd be in S tier, but I'm going to put him in A tier. Because he was in Noah Beck's back pocket the whole fucking match. Anytime he came up to him, that motherfucker was like, nah, I don't need this. You know what I mean? So A tier, that seems very reasonable. Alright, next on the list, Miniminter. I'm gonna put him A tier. Like he does have a good shot on him. He scored a lot of goals, but he's not a straight ball. I don't feel he's the proper ball. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him into S tier because, yeah, out of all of them, he is probably one of the best there. Our next is Chugs. I was very surprised by his performance. The guy is actually a baller. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that, but he is a baller. But I'm going to put him in A tier. Maybe if he got a bit more movement into him, he'd be hitting that S tier. But A tier, I think that's very reasonable right now. And then Philly. Oh, he's an S tier. He is an S tier. He was a fucking dark horse in this. I'm not going to lie. I was not expecting an S tier performance from him. But that goal was fucking unbelievable. And next to Harry Pinero. I'm going to give an A tier. An A tier. If you give him an S tier, I wouldn't complain because that was a very solid centre-back performance. But I did think they brought him off a lot. But if he was on the pitch the whole time, maybe he would have gotten S tier. But I think A tier is very reasonable. Next, Cal the Dragon. I feel it's very reasonable to give him F tier. If they had a proper goalkeeper, then it would be a different story. But they didn't, and I think that was reason they lost, so I will give him F tier. The next on the list is Sidemen's goalkeeper. I don't know what his name is, but he's definitely getting F tier. It feels like that no one wanted to go in goal and just shoved this guy in goal. Because I'm pretty sure there's no way this guy's a goalkeeper, but it seems very reasonable for F tier. And I don't think he'd even complain. Alright, next on the list is Nico. I'd probably give him A tier. Fuck it. He got like 2 goals, you know what I mean? A tier is a bit too high. Probably B tier. Probably B tier. Because I don't think he did much on the ball. But, yeah, B tier seemed very reasonable to me. Harry Rotashaw. I'd probably have to give him C tier. C tier. He didn't really do much. You know what I mean? He didn't do much, and he's not a great baller. So I'd say C tier is very, very reasonable. I don't think anyone would complain about a C tier. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely a mid-tier footballer. You know what I mean? Next on the list, Aneeson Gibb. He was just fucking terrible. He might be a decent boxer, but my god, he cannot play football. He must be playing with 2 left feet. That was a disgraceful performance. So I'd probably have to give him F tier, because fair enough, he was running around, but he just was not a good footballer, was he? Alright, well, this is the only correct Sidemen tier list of footballers. Alright, well, see ya.